Good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to welcome you all here this evening for the Berlinale Spotlight Accra.
Hello, my name is Max Mbaka. I'm the director of the Goethe Institute in Ghana for now exactly 1 year, and I'm very happy to celebrate this occasion with the Berlinale Spotlight Accra 2025. And this is the second edition, so thank you very much for joining this event, and I really hope you enjoy it.
The Berlinale is one of the world's leading film festival, been around for 75 years, and every year in February for 10 days brings together global filmmakers, industry professionals, and audiences. This year at the Berlinale, 13 films premiered from across Africa and the African diaspora, and 10 out of those were first-time filmmakers, which is a huge number, I feel, and a good trajectory for emerging talents on the continent.
This year we mark the 50th anniversary of German-Ghanaian cooperation. And today is the start of a series of events where we celebrate this long journey. So we start to showcase all the 13 films. We've heard about it from today to Sunday. All of us, we can experience incredible range and diversity of African filmmakers, and I'm really excited to see these films.
I'm a Berliner, and I have spent more than 15 years of my professional life in German politics. The Berlinale is part of my city, and it's also part of my political biography. Because the Berlinale has always been more than a film festival. It is about film, it is about art, but it's all at the same
It's been 5 days of amazing films, Q&A sessions, panel discussions, and tonight has also been one of those lovely nights. We are excited to speak to a number of people who have been attending all through to get some of their thoughts on the program. So we'll definitely catch you in a bit with that. So I'm here with one of the filmmakers whose films we watched. That was yesterday on day 4, Khartoum. Ibraheem Snoopy, thank you so much for joining.
Well, thank you so much for the opportunity. Thanks. A big shout out to all the team that's behind this. And it's the first time for me in Ghana. Unfortunately, I haven't eaten jollof rice so far, but I hope I do that tomorrow morning before I travel. And I would definitely try to come again with another movie in the next few years. So it was amazing.
Yes, and so what would you say was the reaction of the audience based on all the countries you've screened at? I know you screened at DIF this year and so many other festivals. So what would you say is the difference between this audience reaction and then the others?
I think the coziness, the warmth of the people, and then the amount of people that actually showed, even though I'm disconnected, not disconnected, but not connected to the Sudanese audience here in Ghana. I wish if there were more Sudanese people. And in the beginning, I was a little bit afraid of no one showing up because I don't have audience in Ghana, and you always have to like advertise extra to show people that you have a film over here. But a lot of people showed up and they showed love. A lot of friends. Some of the friends came here, and I guess the conversation after the screening was also very interesting.
And I want to thank you and thank the cast, the crew for this film, and say sorry to each other. I wish I can hug you. Like, it's it's.
Some of the questions, it was the first time for me, with all these screenings. I never thought that there's new questions to be asked. So, yeah, it was amazing. And I'm thankful for this opportunity to be here, and then also all the beautiful people that showed.
And we have another filmmaker. She actually had her film showing at the final or the closing night for Berlinale Spotlight Accra. Thank you so much for joining us, Joy.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. And thank you for showing us your film.
Thanks for having it.
So tell us your experience in Ghana. I mean, we've had all the questions about the film at the Q&A. So basically your experience in Ghana so far.
In Ghana so far, it's been great. Jackie has been amazing. I think I've eaten so much. I've shopped. What more can I do? I'm sure I'll find something else to do tomorrow. And the screening was great. The questions were great, and also like just having people who understood what the film was also really nice to hear and see.
Yeah, I must say it was quite a heavy one. And I mean, when we all were done watching the film, no one knew whether they should clap. Is this over? The emotions just took over. As an artist, how do you separate your emotions, especially because you said you had some, something personal with the film as well? How do you separate your emotions from when you're actually on set, maybe having to direct and all of that?
I think I have to remember it's not me, which is a hard thing to do. But I really have to look at the actor, like, okay, that's that person, and this is me, and have to remind myself. And I think because, I'd done a lot of work therapy-wise before I got on set, so it's easier to do that. And also I think that having such a good team of people around me and good actors who, again, are very collaborative. So there were times I may forget, but like usually I was like, it's not me, it's somebody else, it's not my story. And so, yeah, that was kind of how we got through it.
Awesome. And are we to expect any more films coming? Hopefully some more screenings in Ghana?
Yeah, hopefully have some more films coming. This was my first film, made it last year. So hopefully be able to make another one next couple of years. Still all about love, because I think my thing is love, actually. So they're all about love in various forms.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And all the way from Lesotho, we have Lemohang. Thank you so much for coming all the way to Ghana.
Yeah, thank you. It's lovely to be here. I'm very grateful for Jackie, for you guys to have me here. So, yeah.
Yeah, I was asking about your experience generally in Ghana, but more about like this screening, the special screenings that are happening from the Berlinale Spotlight in Accra.
Yeah, the one thing that is really beautiful about this is that in the festival there's so many films that you want to watch, but you don't get to watch, all of them. But now we have a chance to really take time in a different space, in a different setting, to really appreciate, especially coming from the Africa continent. It's really experience. It's almost like it's a trip to be watching all the films that were in the festival that you don't got to see, and then you're like sharing with the directors and producers of the films. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful.
Yeah, and we hope to see you again in Ghana, maybe with another film coming up.
Yes, hopefully.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, first of all, I wanted to say that this was a great honor and a great opportunity for me to come here and experience this kind of art and creativity. The people coming here, presenting their films, it was a way for them to express what they're thinking, what they're feeling, what they are living through. And it was a special gift they are giving to us. a part of their life, sharing with us, so we can learn and grow out of those experiences. And the second thing is, it was deep, not only in an artistic way, but most likely in a way as a human to be able to understand other human beings. The pain, the love, the happiness, and also the obstacles you have to overcome in order to reach a certain goal you want to reach, even though maybe you won't reach it at all. So, and this kind of knowledge they are giving us as a gift, it made it special for me to be here, and extremely thankful.
I'm here with some of the audience members. Thank you so much for joining me. I did not pull them to come here, and this is not under duress. I'm just saying it. Thank you so much for being here, and I see you with your popcorn. You must have enjoyed the films, at least over the week.
Yes, I did. They were enjoyable.
Awesome. So what's your impression of the whole program?
I think it's nice because my filmmaker friend here told me some of the movies don't show anywhere, and I get to watch them exclusively over here. So I think it was really nice to see all the films that I've seen this week, even though I didn't come on time. Like, I always came when the movie had already started, but they were really nice to catch on. Very nice. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. So filmmaker friends, tell me your impression of the week of programs.
I really enjoyed it. Like she said, you get to see such films at festivals. Barely have them on streaming platforms, and as a filmmaker, I would love to see what films are winning in the festivals, what films are getting into the festivals, because I also want to get there. So I want to see what's going on. So yeah, I really had fun. I really enjoyed the films, and I think I learned a lot as well and got to hear more about certain things. For instance, yesterday's documentary about the war happening in Sudan and how people were in distress and the impact it had on them, because we are in Africa, but we sometimes don't know what is happening around us. So we get to hear some of these things and see what's going on around us. So
yeah, who was I talking about this with? It's very interesting that we know more about what's happening outside of Africa than we do here. And what about you? What are your takes? I'll hand the mic to you.
Well, I was about saying what they actually said, and they hit the nail right on the head. And I think we should have this more often. Annually, I think it's too small. Maybe like 2-3 times a year. We'd love to see more of these things. Yeah, great.
Awesome, thank you so much. See, it wasn't that difficult. Oh, no worry, don't mind me. Thank you so much for joining me on here. You're welcome. Bye. I am excited and privileged to be standing next to the woman who made all of this possible, Jacqueline Nsiah. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. I'm very happy, very excited. This is now the second edition of the Berlinale Spotlight Accra. And yeah, I feel like it was a great edition, even better than last year. Really well attended, great discussions around the film. Yeah, I'm happy that we got the filmmakers to come as well and to have conversations around. Yeah, and I'm really grateful also to all the sponsors, of course, Goethe Institute Ghana, Sudan, the GIZ, the German Embassy, of course Berlinale and the African Film Festival Cologne. Yes.
Yes, and we kept seeing the Falcon. I know we'll definitely get more information, and there's a website and everything, but then briefly, what's the Falcon all about?
Yes, so basically the Falcon is it's going to be a cinema space, a physical cinema space that is going to be built in Brukusum. It's my passion project, and I feel like this is what I want to spend the rest of my life on, doing. I moved back to Ghana for this. Actually, I moved back to Ghana slightly over 2 years ago to create a space, a cinema space, a multi-purpose space, like a cinema and cultural space, where sort of like a home for African and Pan-African cinema from Africa and its diaspora. I think it's needed. We need to see ourselves on screen. We have such incredible cinema that is making the festival round in Europe and in the US, but we don't get to consume our own film. And I think it's so important. to see it, but also for to grow the industry, you know, because you can only grow the industry by also patronizing and seeing this on home ground, you know, to facilitate distribution. And you do that by creating screens so that these films can circulate on the continent. And this is not, I mean, this is one initiative, but I know of many initiatives around the continent, and hopefully this is a new era where we can see more of that here and beyond.
We're excited for the future of cinema, African cinema in Ghana. Thank you so much, and hopefully there'll be a third edition. Are we to look forward to something like that?
Yes, I mean, I really hope so, you know. Like, I think there are discussions with Berlinale, because to be honest, this whole spotlight and the whole branding around spotlight is not supposed to be something that will last, you know. It's really just spotlight, meaning like shining a spotlight maybe for 1 or 2 years. But Berlinale is quite happy with the outcome and, you know, the outreach that I've been doing. So we're discussing to, you know, a different format, but it will definitely continue, bigger and better.
Whatever the shape it takes, we're excited to see it. Thank you so much, Jacqueline Nsiah, for the work you do here in Ghana and across the world, putting Ghana on the map, but then also putting Africa on the map and bringing Africa home. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Alice. Thank you.
Well, all too soon, everything that happens well always has to end well, right? And we are excited that we've come to the end of the second edition of the Berlinale Spotlight Accra. It's been amazing. We've spoken to the filmmakers, we've seen the films. Now we're hopeful for whatever shape or form that it takes next year. We are open to it. And I'm very hopeful that all the film enthusiasts who came watching the films will be inspired to make films that will also represent Ghana in the global stage. My name is Alice Johnson. You can call me AJ for short, and I have been your anchor for tonight.